If you become really curious and passionate about the problem, you will find the solutions and the ways in which you can overcome that problem. Human connection, I think, is one of the most underappreciated capabilities that both businesses and us humans can apply in our day-to-day. If you think about the roles we play in our lives, whether it be as a boss or as a father or as a peer, we essentially play a role, and that can take away some of the humaneness that leads to connection and fosters trust, which without trust, it's very hard to really have an effective, unified organization working towards a common goal. So we believe that human connection is something that we should propagate more in different situations, in business meetings and off-sites, and just in your day-to-day, because it leads to vulnerability, authentic connection, and really transformative impact in terms of motivation and work towards a common goal. Community is such an important thing that is, we need to see more community structures established, both within organizations, but also in society at large. Churches have been good at doing that with congregations. Having run a community for over 15 years, what I've seen is really important in that is to create a trusting and authentic environment where people are contributing rather than worrying about their status or significance within that group of people. And it's really about bringing like-minded people together who have a common set of values, a common purpose or level of interest, and really fostering support for those constituent members in their personal, professional, and family lives. My top tips for entrepreneurs, having been one for over 20 years now, is really, first of all, you shouldn't focus on the product, but the problem that you're trying to solve. If you become really curious and passionate about the problem, you will find the solutions and the ways in which you can overcome that problem. And linked to that is having a real clear mission or North Star around what it is you're trying to achieve. Because if you align to that, then what you do will be governed by whether it's going to be in accordance with that mission or purpose. I'd also say that having perseverance and resilience is a key part of any entrepreneurial journey. You're going to have to get used to hearing a lot of no's and doing things that are against the grain. But you need to be unreasonable in your belief that you can overcome those setbacks and persevere until you are eventually successful. I'd say you need to enjoy the journey because it's a long and arduous one and it can be a bit of a struggle. And lastly, I would surround yourself with people who are like-minded, who can mentor you, who can support you, peers who are, aligned to, going through the same challenges so they can really empathize with your struggles and support you in every step of the journey. I might do something where because my topics are often on health, I'll get them to run on the spot, take a deep breath, ground themselves, face the person next to them and share, something that they're really hoping to get from the experience. And then, to sort of connect and then just feel a little bit more present to the conversation. And then I'll maybe get a few people to share their experiences and use that as a context to talk about why human connection and having relationships with people and not being lonely is actually a key tenet to longevity and health. So really any way in which I can get audience participation. I will also try to ask the audience questions and get people to share their own experiences in general, because I think that way we are not just them hearing me talk, but we're having a conversation, and frankly just make it as engaging as possible.